What's going on, guys? Welcome to my first video. This will be my highlights of this weekend. As you can see on screen is the team that I started this weekend with. However, it isn't the team that I finished with, so be sure to check out the final bits of this video to see what team I ended with. So going into our first game, 4-3-3, third variation. He was a decent player, this goal, but his team just didn't really sit for him. We was able to exploit it. So our first goal of the weekend comes from Lucas. It's a good build up for this goal. The kid tries to manually defend, but it doesn't really sit well for him, and we end up getting a good passing move going to Lucas with a time finish into the top right hand corner from a finesse shot. It was a good start to the weekend. But the second goal of this weekend comes from a corner, a bit of a fluke, but a goal nonetheless. Our third goal of this weekend from the same game. It's a good run by Alonso, plays a nice ball into Martial, and it's all round just a good passing move here. You know, just a give and go. Zaha manages to get in the end of it, and with a bit of luck, we managed to get a goal. So our fourth goal from our first game comes from us winning the ball back in the middle of the park, giving it into Vardy, and this is where it just gets too easy. It's a lovely stroke from Vardy, put us 4-0 up. So that was it for the first game. Moving on to the second game now. Had Bale, Suarez in form, Ben Yedder. It was a nice team. I thought it was going to be a tough test for us quite early on, but come 90 minutes it seemed a different story. So this here ends up being our first goal conceded of this weekend. It's a good through ball down the line to Bale. He just manages to whip across into Suarez, and you know, that's where the game favours the higher rated players in them situations. We then reply 10 minutes later. He gives the ball away. It's a nice interception, a flick of the right stick in, and then Zaha manages to weave his way through and get us back in the game. He then replies almost instantly from a classic FIFA kickoff goal, gives the ball into Bale. Suarez manages to turn, find some space. Modric back out to Bale. Ben Yedder whips across in. Ederson, it's just poor goalkeeping, and it just falls to Suarez in the middle of the box. So we then managed to equalise again. This time Vardy picks up the ball in the middle of the park, just drives towards the goal, picks out Zaha. Zaha plays it back, and Vardy with just a simple sort of flick towards the goal to take it in. We then finally managed to take the lead in this game. Ederson with a long kick up. Kid tries to clear it, just can't get rid of it. Some good build up play. You know, getting out wide, Lucas back into Vardy. Vardy flicks it in, and then I don't know what Zaha's done there, but you know, a goal's a goal again. Take it. We then get a 2-goal cushion in this game. Some poor distribution from him. Vardy intercepts the pass, goes inside, gives it to Zaha. Zaha manages to weave his way into the box and slots it home in the bottom left corner. We then extend our lead even further. Martial gets brought down in the box. The referee awards a penalty. Jamie Vardy steps up for us, looks to the left. Easy finish. So that rounds up our second game. We move into our third game. This kid had a really nice team, a lot of Champions League cards, and that informed Mahrez caused me a lot of problems. But here we managed to take the lead through a good build-up. Wilfried Zaha manages to time finesse it into the top right-hand corner, and wheels away in celebration. But quickly he responds down the line to Royce. Royce manages. I don't know what Badu was doing there, but you know, just poor manually defending from me. Just wish I'd have got it clear, but then managed to somehow get that one away, but then he responds with a finesse shot from Fred. That's late on in the game. I thought we'd completely lost it there, 81st minute, but we reply. A classic FIFA kickoff goal down the line. Lucas manages to get it in. Jamie Vardy with his shoulder manages to get it past the goalkeeper, and then again 2 minutes later, Vardy down the line knocks it in for Wilfried Zaha, back to Jamie Vardy. Zaha carries on his run, manages to get it on the edge of the box and drill finish into the bottom left corner, and that rounds off that game as well. Into our fourth game of the weekend, that Eden Hazard card, I don't know what to say about it, honestly. It's my nightmare. It really does give me nightmares, but we move on. Straight from kickoff, manages to weave his way through. It's a good passing move, to be fair to him. Manages to create some space for himself. Manages to get it in. Lucas into Jesus, and it's a good headed finish from close out. But then ball falls from again. Jesus plays it through to Eden Hazard, and there's just, you can't stop that card. It's way too good. It's his dribbling. But then again, he comes again 20 minutes in. He manages to make it 3-0 through a Toldy finish from Arnautovic, and this game really got me. Honestly, it got on my nerves because it was just goal after goal after goal. Again, as you can see, Arnautovic manages to turn inside the box and makes it 4-0. But we do reply with a nice finish from Wilfried Zaha. We get a bit of luck, but he manages to turn in the box. There's a nice scoop turn, manages to make it 4-1. We then reply once again. Jamie Vardy makes a run into the box, and Zaha with a cool finish into the bottom right corner. 4-2. The game feels like it's back on. Again, we score another one, this time from a corner. It's a great headed goal from Eric Boye. Manages to make it 4-3, and at this point I thought, wins in ourselves. It's 4-3. We can get another goal, and then we respond to a goal from Arnautovic from an overhead kick, and that just completely killed the game off for me. I just completely lost my head here, and he manages to run through and make it 6-3, and that's just game over then. That's just game over. It's just, game just gets on my nerves. We do manage to get a late goal through Lucas, a time finish, but it's too late for a comeback there. But here I made a few changes, brought Son into the team. I took Ampadu and brought Socrates in, and that gave me a bit of a confidence boost going into this weekend. Zaha manages to score in this game. This was our fifth game, and yeah, that putting Son and Socrates in sort of changed my weekend really. Son managed to he's just incredible. You get the ball, you cut inside on his right foot, 5-star weak foot. It's just dangerous. But here, my free kick tactic, I'll do this from every single free kick, and Son manages to make it 3-0, and that's game over really. That's it for that game. Move on again. This kid's got FUT champions Lacazette. I thought he was going to cause me a lot more problems than what he did, but we managed to work our way in. 60 minutes in, the game was quarter dead in the first half, but Son gets a shot away, keeper saves it, but Vardy manages to make it 1-0. We then again tails up. We managed to go and get another one. Son, Berber spins inside. I try and make an opening so I can finesse it. Manage to get away. Skin about 3 defenders. Red time finesse shot. I'm surprised that went in, to be quite honest with you, but it's a good finish. He then responds with a goal of his own. Bit lucky off the post, but Eric Boye's in the box unmarked. But that rounds up that game. This guy, what can I say? It was that Alcardi was dangerous. He was. His attack positioning is brilliant, but we managed to get an early goal here. Lucas runs down the line into Vardy, and you don't miss those from inside the box really. Jamie Vardy manages to put us 1-0 up. We intercept the ball again. Vardy with a long range finesse shot. Always time finesse shots this year are just too easy to score. The game's made it so that time finesse shots in the green are just unplayable, unsavable really for most goalkeepers, but we just ran right after that first goal. We just walked through him. It's 4-0, 46th minute. He does manage to, however, get a goal back. It's a bit of luck, but it's poor defending from me, to be honest. But you get punished this year for manually defending. He gets another goal back again through Mertens, and I thought, he's probably going to get a couple more goals. There's still a lot of time left, but another kick-off goal from me, and it's that's game over at that point. That's it. We do, however, manage to score once again to make it 6-2. Throw in. Jamie Vardy goes down in the box, and it's a penalty. Jamie Vardy steps up for the penalty, looks left, goes left, and that's a wrap. That's him done for that game. This guy, Inform Martial, FUT champs, difficult card. Inform Martial. It was a really difficult card. This kid had Dembele 5-star weak foot, Ben Yedder 5-star weak foot. It did cause me some problems because I didn't know which way he was going to go and which way he wanted to finesse. But again, we intercept the ball here. I managed to get a goal. Zaha into Vardy, Vardy into Son, and Son inside the box with a finesse shot into the top corner, and that makes it 1-0. That, you know, puts us in the driving seat. However, this kid does respond, you know, with a finesse shot from Dembele into the bottom corner. But Vass manages to get a touch on it. He comes back again, manages to take the lead. Dembele once again, finding some space on the edge of the box and managing to finesse it. Which caused us, them cards caused me a lot of problems, they really did. But we managed to get a kick-off goal through Lucas. A different kick-off tactic to what I usually do. But that one paid off, and this goal really got to me. Socrates going to pass it back to my goalkeeper to play the safe option. And cards, the loan cards, this FUT Champs really done my head in. I really do think they shouldn't be allowed in FUT Champs, to be honest. But late on in the 90th minute, this was all I could ask for, with an equalising goal to take it to extra time. I mean, I'm always quite good in extra time. But with Lucas, he manages to weave his way through and finesse it into the top corner in the 92nd minute. And then extra time, we just ran riot again. Quadrado down the line, got off the subs bench for extra time, manages to pull it back. Jamie Vardy with a nice finish into the bottom left corner. And that, for me, just, you know, got our tails up in the rest of this game. Managed to work our way through. Son drills it into the bottom corner. That's 5-3. And for me, there was no coming back from it, you know, throughout the rest of the game. This goal, 4-3-2-1. It was another difficult player. That Mbappe card, you know, anyone who plays FIFA knows how good Mbappe is this year. But 15 minutes in, Zaha, early finesse shot. It's a nice finish. And it's a lot of finesse shots from me this year. You'll see throughout this whole video, there's a lot of time finesse shots from myself. But somehow this goal was, you know, one of my favourite ones of the weekend. Doing the La Croqueta, didn't know where to go, and we just managed to work our way in. And Vardy there, with a nice finish into the top left corner. And I thought when he paused it then, I thought that was him done, but no, he came back for another goal. Lucas into Vardy, Vardy back to Lucas, Lucas to Vardy to Zaha, and that again is one of my favourite goals. The build-up play for that goal just made it, you know, that little bit better. This goal was difficult. That informed Werner card really isn't a card that I enjoy, and you know, from the previous game number 3, I think it was, Arnautovic was just a nuisance. But a bit of luck, again, we get our first goal, and from then on, you know, we just dominated this game quite a lot. Wilfried Zaha manages to make his way through, gets tackled, and the game's just, I don't know, I feel sorry for that lad for that goal. But again, another corner, Socrates, brilliant header, makes it 3-0. He does get a goal back here though. Timo Werner, just, I don't know how he got through that, but you know, it's a tough one to take when a goal like that goes in. But then we instantly reply again, make it 4-1, and that was the end of that game. This goal, we move on. Aubameyang, is a difficult card again. Can't always deal with Aubameyang, you don't know. You know, he can do anything, he can finish, he can run through. But this kid takes an early lead in the 6th minute for Eriksen, and then scores again from Aubameyang, and this is where it sort of got difficult for me. Zaha, and then into Son, we managed to get one back, and that's what I'm saying about Son. As soon as you get it, you know, in and around the box, it's a goal. Zaha again manages to pop up inside the box to make it 2-2. And this was really game on. Again, cut inside with Son, and it's just a finesse shot. It's the meta for this game, really. As soon as you just get the ball, 5-star weak footed players are the best sort of players on this game because they're so hard to deal with. And again, as I said, we ran right after this. It was this game started to get all too easy. I think the kid lost his head after the 3rd goal and just just gave up. It ends up being 6-2, and that was full time. But looking at this kid's team, there's a lot of colours going on. You've got the Champions League Dembele, you've got Player of the Month Royce, and that Royce card is always a danger. His pace, his dribbling, his shooting, causes a lot of people problems, and he causes me a lot of problems as well. But my hatred in FIFA so far has to be that Player of the Month Hazard. He's just, everything seems too easy for him this game. But this goal, I don't even want to talk about this goal. What was going on there? Edison was easily going to make that, but then he decided to slide in and take my defender out with him. And this goal I couldn't explain either. It was just, I don't know whether it was my poor defending or whether it was the game just being on his side, but he takes a 5-2 goal lead. We've missed a penalty, and I thought, it's just not our day. Manages to make it 6-2, and that's just gets too embarrassing there. 6-2, and you just don't even know why you're playing. But Chico United got Ronaldo. It's just too overpowered on this game. Look, you get the ball into him, and all he does, he will just finesse it into the corner, and that's that. But we move on to this game against Roisy FIFA. Again, that Player of the Month Royce. A lot of colours going on again. One to watch Fred, FUT champs Lala. It's a solid team. And Eric Boye, I've got no clue what was going on there. And this was about the time where we started to fall apart, and this is where the game got really, really annoying. We were scoring a lot of goals, but then we started to concede a lot more as well, and we ended up losing that game as well. And this game was my worst game of the weekend. That Lionel Messi card up front is something of dreams. It wins him the game single-handedly. As you can see here, how haven't I tackled him there? I don't understand how Socrates hasn't won that tackle. But goal after goal, it was just a barrage of him just coming forward. It was wave after wave of attack. And at this point here, I didn't even know what to do, really. He manages to make it 3-0, 4-0, and it started to get all too easy. That Lionel Messi card was just a dream. It's just goal after goal after goal, and this is, it really done my head in, honestly. We managed to pull a goal back, make it 4-1, but even at that point, the game's over. And again, it's just another goal. It's Lionel Messi. He's inside the box. You can't stop him. The ball just sticks to his feet. It really got on my nerves this weekend. And we score some goals. We managed to get a couple back, but then again, Lionel Messi's at the forefront of his attack, and you just can't do anything about it. There's nothing you can do. It makes it 7-3. Gives the penalty to Lionel Messi again. Manages to make it 8-3, and that's really it. I really lost my head. But as you can see on screen, this is the game I went into. That's the team I went into this game with. Lost my head a little bit after that game with Lionel Messi. He takes an early lead. But speaking of this team, it was a really fun team to use. I thought, I've used that team that I've had on screen at the start since the start of FIFA. But this team, I thought, we'll give it a go. We'll try and, see if it's something different. And we ended up winning that game 2-1. But then got rid of my old team, and I built this team from the Calcio A. Perisic is, I thought he's the same as Son, 5-star weak foot, and his finesse shots are the exact same. You cut inside, and it's so difficult to defend against. And I thought I'll pack my midfield with 3 solid midfielders, box-to-box midfielders. So I managed to get Alan, Nainggolan, and Milanic Savic, and they did a job for me. And that is eventually what got me to gold 1. After such a good start, I was really angry at myself that I only managed to get gold 1. Because we started this weekend at 9-1. We then went 15-2, and then it all just fell apart from then on. And we ended up finishing 20-8 for this weekend. As you can see there, Perisic with his height is a danger in the box. He caused a lot of people problems, and for me, he was the standout man for this team. He's And for his price as well, he's a steal. But this kid, two icons, Zola and Sol Campbell, and Mbappe as well. It all went. Started off really badly. I don't even know what I've even done there, to be honest. Just let him turn in the box. But a good move here. Gomez manages to follow us back into the game, make it 1-1. And then lovely ball over the top for Allen. Takes a lovely touch and manages to half volley it into the corner. And then we move again. It's 2-1. We've got a lead, and here we just run roll it. 3-1. And at this point, I've thought we've got a 2-goal cushion. It's comfortable. However, he does manage to get a goal back. Perisic runs through and just chips the keeper, but it might just be a little too late for him there, mate. 8-5. And then we run up the other end, cut inside with Perisic, and it's a finesse shot into the corner, and that wraps up that game at 4-2. So lads, I hope you've enjoyed the highlights video. We finished this weekend scoring 96 goals and conceding 69, finishing on a record of 20 wins and 8 losses. Hoping for an improvement next week. Be sure to subscribe, and catch you on the next video.